So let's jump into a quick demonstration, and I'm going to share my screen here. And are you able to see the screen?
Yes, we're good. Thank you, Nelson.
Okay, so this is Dynamics 365 for marketing. This is what the application looks like. So when you log into it, the first thing you might notice is that it's using the latest user experience, the unified interface. So the navigation, being able to search at the top, being able to add being able to add records, individual records from the navigation. Then you see on the left access to some of the more significant pieces of the navigation, like segments, customer journey, marketing email, and so forth. If you click on this hamburger menu here, you'll see access to the full breadth of the capability of Dynamics 365 for marketing in terms of customer journeys, marketing email, the lead management, the lead scoring. We'll take a look at that very shortly. Internet marketing in terms of marketing pages, forms, websites, keywords, redirected URLs, all the template capability that you have. And there's the LinkedIn lead gen capability that I mentioned earlier in terms of taking things from LinkedIn. If we just go into marketing email, just to quickly show you some of the capability. It all starts with marketing email as being the primary way of communicating with customers and prospects. When you create a new marketing email, you get access to a bunch of templates. There's 56 templates to be exact, and those 56 templates are designed for 70 combinations of email clients and mobile clients. So we made a bit of an investment right off the bat. We did that for you so that as you're creating a marketing email, you don't have to think about those different, the various combination of email clients and email readers and mobile devices. It also comes in multiple languages: English, French Canadian, German, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish, Dutch, Danish. We're going to add more languages as we go along. And there's also different purposes of templates. So you can see here birthday, content promotion, event countdown, newsletter, lead nurturing. So there's lots of different purposes, and we're going to add more. We're going to add more as we go along. So if we can start off with a template here. If we start off with a template, we insert that into the client. On the right-hand side, you see the toolbox. It gives you access to some content blocks, text divider, marketing page, image, button, events, surveys, and so forth. And just like you're probably used to in other solutions, it's all drag and drop. So you can drag and drop, a piece of text here, for example. And as you do that, what happens is it allows you to, it brings up this WYSIWYG toolbar that allows you to do things like, dear, and I can click on the assist edit, and then from here, contacts, and I can look for the first name. So I can insert some dynamic data into my email. First name, and this will go right into Dynamics 365, the existing contacts that you have in there. Now, because we're using a template, it automatically includes an unsubscribe option there. If I just maximize this, you might be able to see it. Yeah, there it is, unsubscribe. So this is important because Dynamics 365 for marketing was developed with GDPR in mind, compliance in mind across all of different jurisdictions across the world. You cannot send out bulk email from Dynamics 365 for marketing without an unsubscribe option. Right now, every single template has that unsubscribe option. If you were to create an email from scratch, you would have to add the link to the subscription center. It's just as simple as I just added this piece of text. It takes literally 10 seconds to do, but you cannot. Again, we respect privacy, and that's another advantage of having Dynamics 365 for marketing designed and developed throughout 2017 and 2018. We took all of that stuff into consideration. Once the email gets sent out, we don't send it through the Exchange Online service that the customer might have as part of their Office 365 subscription. We send it through a very special, very scalable Azure email service that takes care of blacklists, whitelists, and all that. You can preview your email once it's complete. You can preview it in terms of the tablet mode, landscape, portrait, all that kind of stuff. Desktop, how does it look like on a desktop? How does it look like on a mobile client? And so forth. There's also an inbox preview. I don't have it set up in this environment here that I'm borrowing from my colleagues, but we leverage a third-party service called Litmus that will give you previews of how your email looks like in different email clients like Gmail, Apple Mail, Yahoo, and so forth. And we give you 100 free previews that are included as part of the service that you get. I'll show you a couple other things, and then we'll move on because of time. Just one other thing very quickly: customer journeys. So customer journeys, again, similar to the email client, is something that you can create using drag and drop. The toolbox has a lot of options here. As you can see, you can drag and drop. You start off, first of all, with a segment, and a segment is, again, a list of people you're going to target. That segment could come from LinkedIn, and then you can drag and drop a bunch of things like a marketing email, a marketing page, a survey, event, activity. So you can, at some point, if you want to create an activity for a salesperson to follow up based on the lead, you can create a reminder or task activity for them, call activity. You can launch a traditional CRM workflow. Again, another advantage of the fact that we built this on the same XRM Dynamics 365 platform. You can also delay things. For example, over here, we're sending out this email to a bunch of people. We're waiting to see whether it was opened or not, and we're waiting 5 days. If it doesn't get opened in 5 days, what happens is we send off another reminder email. If it does get opened up right away, we can then do some other things like invite them to an event or whatever it might be. Just to finish off very quickly, some of the analytics and the reporting. So there's quite a bit that comes out of the box with Dynamics 365 for marketing. You can see here just the standard dashboard, and there's a limited data in this environment here. But you can see here, the customer journey started over time, segment utilization. There's dashboards for everything. For example, for events, for email that you send out. So here's one based on events. It shows you the number of people that registered versus the number of people that actually checked into the event, the top 10 events that you're working on, and so forth. But even if we go to a simple email, for example, and I'll just pick one. I don't know how much data is in this environment here, but we'll try this one here. Okay, I'm just for time, I'm going to probably skip this part, but open up any of these emails, you'll see the standard things like the number of bounces, who received it. You'll see like a heat map that will show you what area of the email that people actually clicked on. you'll see actually even also a map of the world on where people have actually opened up the email. Did they forward it off to somebody? What was the timeline behind that? But just for time purposes, I think what I'll do is do I pass it back to you, Cyril, or?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions, that we got on the question area, so you spoke about the event management on 24. Someone is asking if there is an add-on to pay per webinar, or if it is included with the pricing of the product.
Yeah, good question. So in some cases, in Dynamics 365, what we do is we OEM a third-party solution, and we include it as part of your subscription. So for example, Versium, Sales Insights, the preview capability that we include within Dynamics 365 Litmus. But in the case of On24, that's not a third-party service that you would actually have to pay for if you want to use that. Or you could use GoToMeeting, you could use whatever else you want to. But
okay, so you still need a provider connected to your marketing app, right? To host the event.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Similar question for lead gen from LinkedIn. Do you know if you need a special license to get access to this functionality?
Yeah, you need access to. LinkedIn has a tool called Campaign Manager, so you would need access to that, and you'd have to be the administrator for your company. But it's you need Campaign Manager, and then from there, the integration is native to Dynamics 365 for marketing. There's I highly recommend people take a look at that. There's a video on YouTube. There's a few of them actually, and just look at do a search for LinkedIn Campaign Manager and Dynamics 365 for marketing. It's incredibly powerful.
Okay. Last question we can take, to stick in the 1 hour webinar. All partner can demo Dynamics 365 marketing.
Yes. Go to trials.dynamics.com and you can start up a trial. You can also then go to docs.microsoft.com and search for the documentation. And there's some hands-on exercises there. But yeah, it's ready to go. And you can also, as part of your internal use rights, access to Dynamics 365 marketing is coming to you that you can use for your internal use rights and also for demo purposes. So that's another option as well.
Okay. From your experience, have you seen if the marketing module is by default deployed, or is something that you need to contact support to get it?
In my experience, like it was one situation I was dealing with last week where the customer wasn't seeing it. So
okay.
We had to trigger it with support, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. I think this is the first time that we've added a brand new module like that. So I'll probably just have to. I'm going to keep an eye on it, see what's happening. But a lot of customers, just let everybody know, like a lot of customers are now entitled to Dynamics 365 for marketing if they have a customer engagement plan. So let them know about it. I mean, it's free, so for them.
Good. We got some other question about licensing. We're not going back on it, but no, the $1,500 that you have seen, this is for someone that would like Dynamics 365 marketing standalone. So someone that's not using Dynamics at all. If you are a Dynamics customer, there is different option. If you have more than 10 customer engagements, it's $600. If you have less, it's $750, and after you have different add-ons. But don't hesitate to contact us, and we can spend more time on that. So Nelson, thank you very much for your time. Very interesting. Next time we'll maybe book more time for the demo, or we might record a demo and send that later to our partners. For you guys online, thank you very much for your time. If you have any question, please contact us. Very exciting about this product, but we need partner to start to push it. So thank you everyone, and have a great day.